Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Kentucky lawmakers in Frankfort revealed their version of a new round of statewide spending, and increasing gas prices continue to cause some concerns here in the Commonwealth.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you at 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning, and we're just one day closer to Friday. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Let's check in with Brandon this morning. Brandon, I don't know why I'm acting so surprised for Friday. I've had a short work week. What am I saying? Oh, well.
Listen, today is your Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, it is.
And then tomorrow is your Wednesday and Friday.
And then I might have to work Saturday, so you never know.
You might. we might all have to work Saturday.
That's true.
We'll see how that's going to happen for us later this week. Hopefully we'll have that first call out later today, but this morning, quiet. Enjoy the quiet for now. A little fog up there at Mount Vernon this morning. It's off kind of on the right side of your screen there in the valley, so just be aware of that there. It's not showing up on any sensors out that way, but we can actually see it on the camera. 37 in Somerset, 36 London and Williamsburg, 36 Jackson, 30 in Prestonsburg and Logan, Charleston too, 28 in Irvin's the cold spot, 39 in Jacksboro down in Campbell County, Tennessee is the warm spot. 56 is the average for this time of the year, 54 is the forecast for today, so pretty close. Record high today, 78 back on this day in 2016. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. A new version of the two-year state spending plan has cleared another chamber several weeks after the House approved a plan calling for state workers to increases and funded more education dollars in certain areas. The Senate passed their plan both in committee and before the full chamber this afternoon. Well, their spending plan is a bit different than the one passed by the House and does not include some priorities pushed by the governor. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more on the debate at the state capitol and breaks down the budget.
In a matter of hours, both the committee and the full Senate easily passed their own version of a two-year spending plan for the state that focuses on state worker raises and relief for taxpayers.
We continue to see prices go up and up and up and up. I mean, we've got gas pushing over $4 a gallon now. It's, it has the potential to end up over $5 a gallon. Groceries are going up.
Each single filing taxpayer would get $500. Joint filers $1,000 under the rebate plan. There's money for 10% state employee raises. Both House and Senate have agreed on a pay hike for KSP.
The state police, there's money allocated for $15,000 per state trooper.
The bill quickly passed a Senate panel 8-1, and the full Senate followed suit Wednesday afternoon 30-6.
The reality is that we were not given a printed copy of the budget until this morning during committee at 9 a.m. Here we are on the floor this afternoon voting the document out the same day.
The Senate version is different from what the House approved and what the governor wanted. One of the key differences in what the governor wanted is that the Senate budget does not include funding for full-day kindergarten. Some Democrats who spoke out against the bill said education was increased but fell short in some areas.
We don't fund universal pre-K, which we would have enough money to do that, Mr. President, for 20 years.
Teacher raises aren't spelled out, but McDaniel says that money flows through a classroom funding formula for that.
And so this allows them the flexibility to maintain their own current board policy. And if they want to do raises, absolutely they can. It will be different by district, but the money's there for them to do it if they want to.
The budget spends more than $25 billion over 2 years. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Since the Senate version is different than the House plan, if the representatives don't agree on the changes, a conference committee will be formed to iron out differences. Gas prices are continuing to go up, with gas already reaching more than $4, well, right here in Hazard. An educator says we can expect prices to remain high after President Joe Biden banned the import of Russian oil to the U.S. Even though we use a small amount of Russian oil, it will still leave us with major impacts at the pump.
Whenever you take any oil production off the market, or whenever you limit the ability of a country to get oil to the market, it doesn't matter. The individual relationships don't matter that much, right? That Saudi sells mostly to China or something like that.
The Russian oil import ban will cost Russia $100 million per day. Student athletes at Kentucky colleges will now be able to make money off their name, image, and likeness. Governor Andy Beshear signed Senate Bill 6 into law. Shelby Lofton talked to SEC champion Ryan Howard about how this affects her and her teammates.
I'm just grateful to be a part of it and, being in a state that puts their athletes first.
Coaches and players from teams that go head-to-head in sports are on the same side of this issue.
We provide opportunities to these student athletes, both in their education and getting them on a sound financial footing, so that we ensure that every single student athlete that ever comes to Kentucky to participate in one of these programs has a productive, exciting life, and hopefully never forgets the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Beyond allowing student athletes to make money off their name, image, and likeness, the NIL law gives universities flexibility to put restrictions on deals and educate students on spending and contracts.
These student athletes who work so hard at their sport, who can't have another job when they're in college, have the ability to control their name, image, and likeness, have the ability to earn some extra money.
Howard says she has a few offers. She says it can change the future of programs and the lives of players, including her own.
I definitely think it will help with financial literacy. At UK, they bring someone to talk about how to save money and what to spend it on and what to do. But this is just a great step for it, because if you're making a lot of money, you don't want to just spend it all, and it can help you for life after college.
At the Capitol, Shelby Lofton, WKYT.
Lawmakers said they're open to making changes to the bill with the governor's office in the future. They said some tweaks could strengthen the legislation. The House Education Committee is considering a bill to ban transgender girls from girls' sports in Kentucky. Senate Bill 83 has already passed the Senate. It would require transgender girls to compete on boys' sports teams. The Kentucky legislature is also considering a bill that would weaken or prohibit COVID vaccine mandates. The House of Representatives has yet to vote on the measure, but it has been passed out of a key committee. House Bill 28's sponsor, Representative Savannah Maddox, says getting a vaccine should be a personal choice.
And I think that Kentuckians should be able to make that decision without any type of undue force or coercion from the government, from their employer, or any other entity.
House Bill 28 would allow parents to opt their children out of COVID-19 vaccine requirements, and it prohibits colleges and universities from requiring students, faculty, and staff to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Today, the House Judiciary Committee will take up a medical marijuana bill. House Bill 136 would establish a medical marijuana program in Kentucky, as well as create an excess tax on certain transfers of it. It would be an exempt from the excess tax on controlled substances and state sales tax. The bill would require the Department of Public Health to monitor the process. Last year, a similar bill made it out of committee, which is the furthest a medical marijuana bill has gone in Kentucky. Kentuckians get less sleep than any other state in the nation, and obviously so do I. More than 40 million Americans suffer from a sleep disorder, and March is National Sleep Awareness Month. The CDC says Kentucky ranks third in sleep deprivation. Lack of sleep in the Commonwealth has been linked to higher rates of obesity and diabetes.
So many people don't sleep enough. They don't get the 7 to 9 hours recommended. And so if we're going to say what is sleep deprivation, I would say it's anyone that's getting less than 7 hours is probably sleep deprived.
Sleep experts say getting light exercise and enough sunlight every week can help with sleep regulation, and turning off your screens before you get in bed can help you fall asleep. Maybe some tips I need to take into account. The East Kentucky Dream Center is asking for your help. It needs food donations to help with its bagged food ministry. Pikeville's Faith Life Market is stepping in to help, setting up a food drive to send non-perishable food items to the center so it can keep moving forward in its mission. From canned vegetables to boxes of mac and cheese to cereal and noodles, the market is hoping to see donations pour in so the Dream Center can pour them back into the community.
Here at Faith Life Market, we are a nonprofit organization and we're Christian-based, so with that we love being able to help people that need things. So this way we're also able to help another branch in our community that helps people like that.
Well, you can drop off donations to the coffee shop area of the market Tuesday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. or Saturday from 9:30 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Donations can also be dropped off at the Dream Center Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 3.
Coming up on 610, my name is Brandon Robinson, and I'm sleep deprived like the rest of Kentucky, that's for sure. Anyway, this morning we're going to continue to track some nicer weather as we head out the door. It's cold out there in some spots, 28 in Irvin there this morning to 39 in Jacksboro. We've got Clintwood, a new sensor over there this morning we just found yesterday, maybe just came online recently. They're at 35 over in Dickinson County, 36 London, 36 Jackson, Williamsburg, 37 Harlan, and a little colder in Pikeville this morning at 33. 54 this afternoon, clouds give way to some sunshine. Calm day today, but as we head deeper into the week, we're going to see some big action going on. Mainly dry today and tomorrow. Big time cold front moves in. That's going to bring some Arctic cold with that and some chances for some weekend snow. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. And thank you for joining Mountain News this morning. When we come back, a Russian spokesperson responds to the sanctions made by nations and businesses against his country. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes.